Tonight, Boar's Head is facing another lawsuit following a deadly listeria outbreak. A Williamsburg woman says she got sick after eating deli meat from the company. You may remember earlier this summer, Boar's Head recalled 71 products made between May 10th and July 29th. Some of those products were tied to a plant in Central Virginia. Stephanie Johnson joins us in the studio with details on this latest lawsuit. Stephanie.
Yeah, Dan, Barbara Schmidt is suing the company for millions of dollars after she says she got sick after purchasing the Boar's Head liverwurst deli meat over the summer. Schmidt is now one of many to sue the company. Another person is suing the meat wholesaler Boar's Head. In a lawsuit filed on September 6, 2024, Barbara Schmidt of Williamsburg alleges she started feeling ill shortly after eating Boar's Head liverwurst on July 13th. Now she's suing for $11 million. Bill Marler is Schmidt's attorney.
She bought some liverwurst at Harris Teeter, consumed it. A few days later, became sick, and that progressed.
Documents say Schmidt spent nearly a week in intensive care, undergoing invasive procedures that were necessary to save her life.
Listeria is really the second most deadly pathogen we deal with in the United States. Botulism, which is incredibly rare, has a much higher death rate. But listeria can kill about 15 to 20% of the people that it impacts.
The outbreak is linked to the Boar's Head plant in Jarrett, Virginia. In August, federal food inspectors found 69 violations at the plant. On the company's website, it says all operations at that plant have been paused. After 9 deaths and many who have fallen ill, Marler believes others should be held accountable.
I think not only does Boar's Head bear responsibility for this outbreak, but I think also really importantly, USDA needs to answer a lot of questions about, why these inspectors allowed this plant to continue to operate despite, notations that said that, this is in a sense an accident waiting to happen.
We've reached out to the company today to get comment on this latest lawsuit, but we have not yet heard back from them. However, the company did release a statement back in late August where they apologized for the outbreak and said they are conducting an extensive investigation. Stephanie Johnson, 13 News Now. Back to you.
And that lawsuit isn't the only one Boar's Head is facing over that listeria outbreak. The family of 88-year-old Gunther Morgenstern from Newport News filed a wrongful death claim against the company last month. That lawsuit says that Morgenstern fell ill after eating Boar's Head liverwurst and died in July. His son told us Morgenstern grew up in Germany and is a Holocaust survivor. He never imagined this is how his father would pass away.
We're all still in shock for all of the things, that he's seen and been through in his life to come to that, lunch meat.
Again, 13 News Now has reached out to Boar's Head for comment on the most recent lawsuit, and we have yet to hear back.